Fish played Purple Rain for the first time.
You hear that song?
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Poplock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop.
Yo, what's up? It's that time again. It's the West Coast Poplock Podcast.
That's us.
Coming to you on a Monday night. Spring break Monday night. Actually.
Is it spring break right now?
Break, I mean, they've changed it. Spring break is like 1 week for one crew, 1 week for the next.
They try to keep all these kids off, not out at the same time.
They changed it so there's no more like G-strings on motorcycles back in the day like they used to have in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
When Sonny Bono's wife banned G-strings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Back in the day, Palm Springs was the spot to
Yeah,
go
for spring break.
Why? I don't know. There's no water near. There's not. But it was the shit. All motorcycles, ninjas,
Sure.
chicks in the back, G-strings hanging out. His wife didn't like it, so she banned G-strings. She had him ban G-strings
In Palm Springs,
in
that's
Palm
it.
Springs. So they became all old people and LGBTQ.
Sounds like the captain of Not the Fun Club.
Yeah.
This is a member of Steve's part, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
was it.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm against banning G-strings.
But you're against a lot of other fun things, though.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to introduce our guest?
Yeah. You know what? I didn't get any. I didn't do my work today.
Yeah, what happened right now?
You know what? I've had a crazy fucking long week between Vegas, Puerto Rico, TSA, hey, those Goss Festival, and after party. Yeah, it's been a little while.
I don't want to hear about the labor.
Yeah, you're right.
I want to hear about the labor. Show me the baby.
Show you the baby. Tonight's show all the way from the mean streets of Pasadena, California.
Zacatecas, homie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's from
Zacatecas.
El pueblo de Zacatecas.
I know that the home base of the Republic of Luchador is out of Pasadena, but from Zacatecas, Mexico, El Profe himself, the living legend, crossing all fucking the United States and just leaving the marks of his fucking wrestling excellence all over these mats. The one and only Zokre.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
Appreciate it. So many good people up here. Hope everybody out there listening has a good show today.
Woo.
Let's do this.
Johnny, you gonna get chopped today by Zokre?
Oh,
No, I'm not gonna get fucking.
okay.
But look, I am
I'm a man of peace, to say the least. With a
That's
violent history,
wonderful.
And that's what I'm trying to leave behind.
good for you.
z-
The fans that go to shows and like want to get chopped and like these people are out of their minds. Like that has never crossed my mind. That's just like, hey, let a Samoan dude headbutt me while we're at it. You know?
Hey, they wanna try to get a little experience of what it feels to be in there, and then after it's done, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
But remember, that's just
Not
a little
doing that again.
taste.
Yeah,
And that's a
little
Zach
taste.
Rabbit Lopez move anyways.
For sure.
Oh, hit me in the chest.
I'll take it.
I'll
Go
take
ahead.
one. I'll take one for the team.
I'm gonna lay down, splash me off the top rope. I'll be good.
Every time somebody asks me they want to kind of get a little experience of what it is to, be in the ring or be a luchador, I'm like, bro, just climb to the top and take a front bump.
Sure, just jump off. Good,
Yeah.
there you go, man. No
It's
problem.
easy, right?
Wait, you
It's
want him to do
fake.
cocaine as he's jumping off? What do you
Hey,
mean?
no, it's
Oh.
just, how it is. Sometimes they think it's a little easier than what it looks like, and they forget about what we do in the dark.
I don't know about all the things in the dark, but I will say I almost gave myself a fun cushion once. When I first started doing stuff with Lucha Vavoom, I was doing all their video stuff. I was able to get into the ring. I just remember just dropping on my back, like, oh, let me. I hit my head. I'm like, oh wow,
You
yeah.
tried to attack the mat and you couldn't do it.
The mat won for sure. So gave myself a little wake up call. Like, yeah, don't do this.
I've seen them build the mat, and that doesn't look any kind of
No,
soft landing.
there's fucking plywood planks under there, 2x4s. Like,
And I always think to
yeah,
myself, like, what the fuck is that?
yeah, like
Torture?
that's what's under there.
Yeah, no thanks. I thought it was like soft and like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
mic'd up so it sounds crazy. Nah.
That's what I thought until that first bump, and I was like, oh, okay. This
And
is real.
not only that though, but we've had yourself and the fellas at Santa Anita, and I remember one time it was so hot, and the mat was black. And everybody was going out there touching it like, oh, shit, this shit's hot. Hey, you know what? When I go down, pick me right up, bro. That shit was hot.
My apologies to all the wrestlers. I wasn't aware that mat top was going to be
Sure.
vinyl versus canvas.
Everyone's
Yeah.
kicking out at one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, everybody's kicking
There
out
was
like the
no
Undertaker.
pins that day. No one got pinned. It was all disqualifications.
yeah, we're doing a count out. Like, for sure.
And then we had one event when it was raining, so we're mopping the ring in between matches because it's just wet.
Oh, I can't imagine trying to run the ropes when it's
Come
in there
on.
wet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the sacrifices that we train for, you know?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we don't know what the weather conditions are going to be or what the situation is in the ring. Like, sometimes we show up and there's no ropes.
Oh, shit.
There's been times where we
Wait,
show up
what?
and it's a boxing ring.
Which is completely different.
Exactly. And so, but it's, you
What's
got to
the
make it work.
difference between that and a boxing ring?
So a boxing ring is 3 times harder than a wrestling ring because it gives absolutely no give, so that footwork works better with the weight distribution between the quick, into the jab, into the pivoting. As in wrestling requires that little spring in order for the bounce to eliminate a lot of the impact on our back. So that is a big difference. Trying to do a senton off the third rope as your finisher and your lower back hits that hard, wood with no give. Yeah, you wake up sore the next day.
Damn.
But hey, man, we love this,
No, yeah.
so we do it.
It's part of the.
So here we go, man.
Not everyone can do it.
They pay to see a show.
Yeah. Zacatecas, correct?
Huevo.
That's where you started. Is that where you started wrestling, or is that where did the love start? Where did that fire start to get you to be like, I want to be a luchador?
Oh, no. So Zacatecas is where I was born. I was
Okay.
born, in a rancho, with cows, pigs, chickens running
Hell
right
yeah.
in front of me. Like we weren't raised with any type of money. Everything we ate, we grew. Everything we made, it was all, how it is in the pueblos. But when we migrated over to the United States, you're an immigrant kid living in a garage that your friend is renting you just so that your family could live. So the way we would kind of like stay stuck in the garage so we don't go out into the streets because we're living in a bad neighborhood where you hear gunshots every night, they just put on lucha libre. And I just remember that was a thing that like everybody got together to watch, to just focus on that instead of everything else that was happening. And I don't know, that like the superhero feeling of a hero versus a bad guy just stuck to me. Also when I read comics, it stuck to me. And then when I watched the movies, it stuck to me. And I mean, I became a huge fan. Never did I expect to ever be in a part of that world, As a little kid, come out with nothing to aspire to. That's not something I expected to do as a career.
You know what? I also noticed that in Mexico, you'd be from Mexico. It's a all encompassing like thing for the family. The mom's into it. The kids are into
Yeah.
it. The parent, like we went to Crash, and there's little kids flipping off the rudos, the bad guys, and there's mothers like egging them on. You know what I'm saying? My
Absolutely.
mom would tell me stories. She's from Guanajuato, and she would be like, "Yeah, those were our superstars. Those were our, Jordans or Magic or whatever."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Santo became
Yeah.
such an icon in
Movie
Mexico.
star, too.
That
Statue.
not only was he a superstar, not only was he a movie star, but every time he'd wrestle, people just would gather around like a big Ali boxing match, and they would pray the rosary, because if he was to bet his mask for that day, they pray the rosary that he doesn't lose it, because he's an icon. He's almost a holy icon to Mexico.
Yeah.
That's how strong the culture of lucha libre is embedded within the country.
As well as Blue Demon, right?
Yeah, I mean, Blue Demon is the same. It's just that, remember, Santo had more of a religious significance.
Yeah.
Blue Demon is the demon.
Sure.
So in a sense, he started as a bad guy. It was, Blue Demon versus Santo. But Santo was always that good guy that represented the good. And, in Mexico, the Catholic religion is huge. So
Yes.
all that's, went along together. It gave them hope. It gave them, putting their faith in Santo, that he was going to be the guy to beat the bad guys today.
My friend Ramon has a Virgen de Guadalupe, but in a Blue Demon,
Yeah, I mean,
on his back.
it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Lucha Libre has grown to become such a big, like I said, a cultural, iconic movement in Mexico.
Yeah, and then that like La Bulla and all
Yeah.
those. They're doing like they do art, they do stuff like for luchadores and stuff. I've done art for that before, and right now they have one that's coming up, and it's going to be for El Santo actually.
Oh, El Santos coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's great. That's
It's gonna be a
great.
good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, no, La Bulla is a great art, like a blend of art, lucha libre, music, exhibition, where they pay tribute to the legends that came before us, who paved the way, who actually brought, that culture art into the United States. So it's awesome. It's awesome that there's events like that to say thank you to all those people that did this before us.
So you're in the garage, you're watching lucha libre. That doesn't spark you to want to be a luchador. When does that happen? Where in your life are you like, okay, I'm gonna be?
This is a possibility.
Man, see, my whole life I grew up wanting to be a baseball player because that was realistic. I mean, not realistic, but as a kid.
More realistic.
You're like, okay, a luchador is ridiculous. That's like being a superhero.
Because little kids are playing baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could grab a stick, a broomstick and a tennis ball, and then you're playing baseball.
You're practicing.
But
You're right.
Lucha Libre is like, no, El Santo held that prestigeness. You saw his mask, and you were like, no. That's not something I could even approach.
I don't have a suit.
Yeah.
How am I gonna do this like that?
So I wish I had a car like that with my cape flying off the back, driving into the sunset. But nah, I mean, I grew up with a passion for lucha libre, and maybe it was my escape. Maybe it was a way of staying out of the streets and getting into trouble. So I just remember that as soon as I got my driver's license, I just started going to lucha shows. I had to experience that energy in person. And I became, my brother, and a friend of mine who later became my tag team partner, Phoenix Star. We would all just get in the car and we'd drive everywhere and we'd go watch wrestling. Then all of a sudden, autograph signings started. We'd go to the autograph signings because those are exciting. It's the first time you get to actually go and shake the hand of your favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
And so once we showed up to go see some minis, which are, little person wrestlers.
The pequeños.
And Piratita. No, I'm sorry. It was who was it? I know it was Piratita Morgan. He comes up to me, he goes, "Hey man, are you those kids I see at all the wrestling shows?"
Oh shit.
And I'm like, "Yeah. Why are you guys just going to shows? Why don't you guys try this?"
Oh man.
And I was like, "Try this? No, man. You guys are in a completely special league. We're just regular people." He's all, "Where do you live?" And we tell him, he's all, "There's a training garage right like 3 blocks from where you live." And I'm like, "No way." And he gives us the address, and it was down the street from where my partner Phoenix Star lived his whole life. We went, they opened the door. My Phoenix Star was like, "Hey, we're here to train," they said, and they shut the door on him. They said, "Get out of here.
Oh shit.
Nothing goes on in here." But we hear the bumps, boom, boom. We hear the running, we hear everything. And we're like, "What the hell? They don't want us to train." So we go the next day. Same thing, slam the door. "Nope, get out of here. There's no such thing as wrestling here. No. Go the next day, the door's wide open. And man, this is such a funny story. Piloto Suicida opens it in just an underwear that he's training in. And he goes, "When the fuck are you guys motherfuckers gonna stop coming?" And we're like, "We really want to train." He's like, "God damn it. Okay, $35 a month. Show up next Tuesday." And we're like, "Oh, we're in." Hell yeah. And that was the first time, like, getting into a place like that and, like, understanding that, oh, wow, this is a ring. Like, these guys are professional superstars. This is what they do to prepare to do what they do on the main stage. When they just let us in that door, I said, "Oh, my God. Like, this is awesome." It created a whole new spark for me, a new drive. Like, I had an endorphin release that I'd never had in my life, just ready to explore this new avenue. And that's when doing it with my brother and doing it with my now soon-to-be tag partner was the only reason why I took the step to do this. But it was thanks to somebody that said, "Just go do it, man. If you love it so much, then just go try it."
Hell yeah.
They saw your excitement. They saw your dedication just to go to the events.
That
they probably thought like, okay, these guys are into it.
Yeah, it was so random because they only told us.
Yeah.
It was the 3 of us, and they're like, "We see you everywhere. Get in the ring already." And I was like, "Oh, Spanish, cabrones, ¿qué están haciendo? Ya súbanse."
Yeah.
Entonces, ¿qué están haciendo gastando el tiempo? And I'm like, I never had anybody who had any type of faith in me like that until that day.
And you have to also understand that they understand that there needs to be a new generation. So they have to pick somebody. And who is that somebody going to be? somebody that's always there, somebody that shows interest, someone that's not just going to give up right away. And you didn't. 3 knocks, on the 3rd one, they opened.
True, man. That is so true. I mean, seeing it now this way, man, it opens up the eyes to another thing. Good thing we just consistently bothered them because they worked out.
I missed that part about wrestling when it was still like that, when you had to know somebody and you had to, like, fight for it. They'll tell you to get the fuck out of here, you know? Like, now, a lot of the athletes and stuff, they're getting better athletes and they're getting people that have the more tools for the job. It's because they're like offering to pay them to teach them, you know, as opposed to like, it's like, look, man, you gotta fucking come out there. Not only are we not gonna pay you, you have to pay. You know, like it's gonna cost you money to do this, you know. It's like it is. So I understand that and I also appreciate that if you expose wrestling to someone who doesn't know anything about it, it's so easy to fall in love with it because it's so cool. It's the best. So why wouldn't you fall in love with it? But it's different when it's somebody that loves it. It's like, let me in. Like, let me in. You know? Like, oh.
No, yeah. And like I said, even after that door opened, it wasn't easy.
Absolutely not.
That's when the heart, because
that's not the end, that's the beginning.
Exactly, because they wanted to make sure we really wanted this. So we had a row for 2 months on concrete while they were doing their warm-ups in the ring. We would do the warm-ups they were doing as far as tumbling on the concrete because we weren't allowed to step in the ring yet.
Hell yeah.
And I remember, this is a funny story. So I remember I had a job and I lived in a different city. That my later, who became my tag team partner, Phoenix Star, he lived down the street. So he would go every opportunity. And I remember that I would go with him every day, but I missed one day. And after rolling in concrete for 2 months, he got to take a step into the ring and do the warm-ups on his own while I did it in the concrete. He was able to actually stay throughout the whole class while I had to sit and watch the rest of the class after the warm-ups. And I remember that I was so mad at myself because I had a job and I had to go do that. As soon as that class ended, I believe it was like 10 o'clock at night, we went home and he redid that training with me so I could experience it.
Oh, shit.
We put out mattresses and carpet and we did it out there in order for me not to fall behind. And I remember that's when I realized that, like, I'm hooked. Like, something got me, something hooked me, because now I just wanted to progress at every opportunity I had.
And what a great person he was to not be like, nah, I need to shine.
Like, oh man, here's finally my shot to get ahead. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, that's not what we're here. This is about us. You know?
No, yeah, and I mean, because we're these very introverted, quiet, shy kids who haven't really gotten out of the city because we grew up poor, so we don't know about Santa Ana, we don't know about San Bernardino or anything like that. We just know within the city we're 17, 18 years old, and we're trying this out, and so we depended on each other, like in order to be brave to continue doing this. So luckily that depending on each other is what pushed us to continue, because there was a lot of times where we're like, man, we had that imposter syndrome.
Sure.
We're like, nah, these guys are superstars, man. Did you see what they did in the last show? And we're over here trying to learn the basics of the basics. And I just never felt like I belonged, but thanks to us just holding each other up is what really put us to finally debut in the ring.
You remember that debut?
Oh, yes.
Where was that?
It was in October of 2000, and it was 3 friends against 3 friends.
Hell yeah.
Having one of the most amazing time ever in our life, because we started in the backyards, imitating. We did that for a couple years, and now we get to step into the ring and not imitate, represent. So that was, oh my God, that was the day that I knew this was something special in my life, and I had to continue it.
Were you Zokre at that time, or was it different? Were you different?
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a weird story, because I was in a time where lucha libre was very like starting to get big in LA, but wrestling was big. There wasn't a blend. There was actually a competition.
Separate. It was separate.
Yeah, and they didn't like each other. But we learned how to train lucha libre. Then we learned how to train American. And our teachers didn't like that. They didn't like us going to the opposite. And they would tell us, don't, because if you go there, you're not going to be able to wrestle in all these companies. And if you go here, you're not going to be wrestling in all these companies. So we had to hide it. And so we debuted it in the Lucha Libre aspect of it before we debuted in the American. So we had a little bit of an advantage because when they saw that we spoke English, but we were luchadores that could do the opposite, they gave us a little bit more privilege. I still kicked our ass. Don't get me wrong. Like we still had to pay and go through the grind. But we were able to get more opportunities for the fact that we were flexible.
They saw ways they could use you. That's what. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
for sure.
And all we were doing is following the footsteps of Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, and Juventud Guerrera, because they were the ones breaking those barriers. You know, we were trying to do that as a tag team in the LA County, Southern California scene. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Which in like LA, I mean, that's what like the Guerreros did. At the Olympic.
At the Grand Olympic Auditorium.
Like, it was. They're fucking. You're not gonna tell me that the Guerrero family's not luchadors, but they were here wrestling against white dudes, like doing like American style storylines and all the rest of it. But it's the fucking Guerreros.
Yeah, it always is. It's the Guerreros. Though.
Sure.
You let them do what they want to do because they're just amazing in that way. But within the local scene, everything becomes a little bit more of a dog eat dog. Let's, step on each other's toes because I want that opportunity that you're getting. So yeah, it was a struggle, but luckily they helped us understand that it is possible.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great times. Those early days with all that grittiness and real wrestling in the ring. Oh man, they were fun.
As I got told, I wish I could remember the dude's name. There was a bunch of comics that I didn't even know who the guy was, and someone was like, "Oh, that's fucking so and so." It's like, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "Hey man, do you have any advice for us? Like, what could you tell us?" And he looks at it, he goes, "Remember, these are the good old days." He's like, "Right now, you're in them right now." We were like, all right. It was like it doesn't get easier. It doesn't get better. You're in the good old days. And it was like, all right, I will try to remember that.
Yeah, that is the truth. That is the truth.
Now, is the ultimate goal to get to a WWE, AEW, or is the goals different for each luchador, each wrestler? Like, what is the AAA? Where's the final? Like for me, I became a DJ, and the goal was to go to K-Rock, the #1 station in the country, radio wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what was that, or what is it, or is it still there, or what is the main goal?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's different for everybody because everybody comes from a different background, also like a different way of approaching the art because this is an art.
Yes.
As soon as you start exploring it, you find different ways to apply the same exact technique, and that's exactly like what I learned in jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and all that stuff. Where there's 100 ways to do an armbar, but which one's your way? And that's how it is in wrestling. Like, everybody has a different goal because I didn't grow up watching WWE. I grew up watching Lucha Libre. Mine was, I just wanted to follow the footsteps of Perro Aguayo, who was somebody I used to watch from Zacatecas, that representing where I was from, but out there being the baddest motherfucker, that I see on TV stomping on Conan's chest from the top rope. And I'm like, God, this guy's ruthless. Then I would see someone like Misterioso and Volador, a tag team luchadores that would do amazing high-flying stuff. So for me, it was always wrestling my idols. That was honestly like my bucket list always. Wrestling my idols or wrestling at a particular stadium that I used to grow up watching. So the first time I wrestled Mil Máscaras, I almost cried. Like it was an amazing experience. And then I got to share the ring with Blue Demon, Santo, like all these other Blue Panther. I remember once we were at this one show up north, and I guess somebody didn't show up, and it was Blue Panther, Atlantis, Damian, and these are legends, Máscara Sagrada, and they're looking for somebody, and they tell this guy, "Hey, muchacho, ven. A ver, amárrate." And they lock up, and he goes, "Oh, gracias." And he goes to another guy, "Hey, muchacho, ven, amárrate." Boom. Nothing. And then he comes to me and he goes, "Muchacho, ven." And as soon as we locked up, he transitions into something else, into something else, into something else. And then he goes, "Órale." And then he goes and tells the promoter, "El." Pointing at me.
Shit.
He's like, "El." And he goes, "Yeah." And then the promoter comes, "Hey, so I need you to wrestle with them in the main event and this and that." I'm like, oh, oh, this is great. I didn't realize they were just testing to see who
could do some shit.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. I mean, that's when I realized that all this goddamn training that I do behind the scenes, sweating, getting home at midnight, taking a shower at 1 a.m, and waking up at 7 to go to the gym, it's all worth it.
This is right now.
A legend that I used to grow up watching, that I cried when fucking Gringo Loco put him in a power driver and broke his neck, according to the storyline. I was crying, and this guy's is requesting me for a match to the
after. It's so nuts that he's so good.
Oh, he is amazing.
That it just takes that little bit. It's like as soon 1 second and nope. Like next, what's it? Nope. Like not even worth what comes next. Like I know right now. We don't even need to fuck with what comes next. And it's like I then go with it's like, all right, here, huh? All right, here we go. Like, yeah, you got it. It's like,
it's just Leonardo da Vinci right there, doing us painting the stroke, figuring out where the next one's gonna go, and he knew. So he knew if he needed to erase it or continue. And now I'm grateful that I was a part of that, because I remember that to this day. It taught me a big important lesson that all this is worth it. All this is really worth it.
Ah, that's so cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are the fun memories. Like, those are the fun memories that you say we're living in the good old days. Just luckily with this business, and I'm happy to say that the good old days last a little longer. Thanks to Mario with this Goth Lucha.
Hell yeah.
New thing we're doing, man. The good old days continue.
April 4th.
April 4th.
Don Quixote.
Estás lucho, amigo.
What's gonna happen, Mario?
Oh man, there's gonna be all kinds of things happening with some dark arts,
Ya se despertó Mario.
some go-go's. I'm listening to the whole conversation. I'm like, I'm learning some new things that I didn't know about you. Like, oh fuck, like that's what's up. I'm marking out on the podcast itself, but yeah, Johnny, we are introducing our first ever Lucha Goth House Battle Royal.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
A battle royal? Can I enter?
I was about to say, you know what
And let me tell you, whoever wins this battle royal, Johnny will go on to our 2-year anniversary and challenge for the Lucha Goth House.
Shit! So this is the number one contendership battle royal.
That's why I'm gonna win that.
Oh, this is not for nothing then. This is like a serious. It's not just like a bullshit battle royal. This is a battle royal with consequences. There's things on the line.
There are things.
That's why they didn't put me in. I would have had to win.
If this is like a bullshit battle, if this is just for like some money or something, I'll be in. But not for a shot. Like,
Does that have to do with a can?
We got a bunch of other surprises. Show up early and get your picture with the Gothic Easter Bunny between 7 and 9.
Oh my God, the Gothic Easter Bunny.
And it ain't Zach Rabbit Lopez.
It is not Zach Rabbit Lopez. Where's this thing at? Let's see. 862. Caller, you're on the West Coast.
Oh, Zokre, you think you're going to win the Battle Royal? You have no chance of winning the Battle Royal. Gringo Loco 2 will make sure you are out in 5 seconds.
Well, we'll see, brother, because you don't know how hard I train.
Oh, man, this is a hit and run.
Oh, damn. He called him out right here.
All right, he's got to be number 1. I'll be number 2, and you'll be number 3.
I'm in.
There we go.
I'm in.
And then if we need help, man, let's bring in Chet number 4, because that caller did sound a little tough.
He did sound. I got scared a little bit. I'm like, oh shit.
Like, damn, who knows my name?
Damn.
Hell
Dropped the gauntlet and fucking hung up.
Now he has to put eyes behind his back now, bro.
Yeah. And I don't even know who that was. I guess we're going to have to find out
God damn it.
this Saturday at the Resurrection. That is Lucha Goth House. I had a brain fart there.
Yeah,
I got there.
It's probably me, brother. I always call it God Lucha because it sounds so cool.
Dude, he always does that. So yeah, my brain gets all even more. Right afterwards, Johnny, stay for the after party because we're going to be celebrating the 666 years of birth of our very own Super Steve Flores.
666.
With some Tres Sangres cake, apparently.
Damn.
So not just 1, but 2, but Tres Sangres.
Goat blood.
Pig blood.
Bat blood and pig blood.
That's when the dance parties when like the serious goth chicks come out too.
I didn't want to go get my face painted.
That they are not capable of standing around long enough for like wrestling and stuff to happen. They can't. They got to come in at the end, when it's just time to dance.
Come comfy and then change your shoes for the dance party.
Exactly.
We have the Lucha Goth House Go-Go Dancers back in full force. So
where are they going to be? On the stage?
Go-Go dancing in the ring, Johnny.
In the ring? During what?
Well, during the Go-Go parties.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
a great visual, man. It's always
Yeah.
awesome.
This
With the band
is-
playing in the background.
Yeah. We got Casa de Brujas taking the stage along with Kid Barrett. So it's going to be a rocking good
The House
time.
of Witches?
The House of
Oh
Witches.
my God! That's allowed? What are
That's
they?
allowed.
What are they gonna do?
Some brujeria, Johnny.
Oh my!
the whole casa of them.
We're unsafe. I know that for sure. We are not safe. So
And then all the way from Vegas, Johnny, the Darling Daredevil.
a daredevil, the darling daredevil.
The Darling Daredevil.
Is she jumping her motorcycle
Is this
over
a-
the ring or what?
Is it with Steve Martin?
little
Is,
cheetah.
this is a lady,
This is a lady, Johnny.
and she is a what is the name again?
Darling Daredevil.
Darling daredevil. What does she do?
She's going to be doing some wow shit on fucking stage, Johnny.
She do some Evel Knievel shit?
if your name
So-
is Darling Daredevil, you better.
It's- we'll just say it's everything she does is painful. Everything.
Oh
Johnny.
no,
Oh, yes, Johnny.
I can't watch that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Me neither, man.
I can't watch it at all.
You
man.
drive this
Appreciate it.
nail to
Yeah,
my
for
face.
sure.
I cannot watch it.
Oh,
That's why I can't appreciate. I don't appreciate it, and I don't like it. Is the death matches. It's not my thing. Whatever. That's just not me. But I did want to ask a question. How did you develop your mask? What went into? Because it is an art form not only to wrestle, but to create your character, to create the mask, the outfit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, I've done La Booyah and I did Psychosis. I was a part of that show, and to create and to redraw and to try to create something different from what he did was awesome. Thank you for Palayo for letting me do it. But the artistic part of it is amazing. Like, and there's so many masks already.
Yeah.
How do you become unique in choosing what you want to represent you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard because everybody has a different, I guess you could say, story leading into what the representation of what they're going to push in the ring is. For me, I had no idea, man. I had no idea. I didn't want to be a wrestler. I wanted to train forever because I was scared of ever stepping in the ring and just not representing this art to the fullest way, you know? And so I kind of got rushed into it. And obviously I had to kind of pay tribute to my favorite wrestlers, that ones that motivated me. So the side became a tribute to Rey Mysterio Jr., the way his mask comes down to the side. He has an eagle. I just have a little spike that represents the rest. The Z is because I'm from Zacatecas. Dragon Ball Z was a cartoon that, you know, within the story, man, there's a deeper story and there's a deeper meaning, and a lot of it relates to lucha libre, man. Never fight, never quit. Even when you're at 1% of life, man, you could come back and even stronger and still represent what you were trying to push in the beginning. And so I said, I can't be a tiger, even though I love Extreme Tiger. I love Tiger Mask. I can't be a dragon, even though I love, you know, Último Dragón. So at that time, I was really stuck into Socrates. And so I started connecting the first with letters of Socrates and some other words that I always felt represented an impactful name. And from Zacatecas, Dragon Ball Z, Socrates with a Z instead of an S, is kind of how my name became what it became. But it was just because I said, I know it doesn't mean anything, but I said, at least when you hear the name, you could only think about me.
sure.
And so far, it's work. I mean, it's working. I had to work my butt off in order for that to you know, happen. You know, like, but
Yeah, you have to
luckily
put meaning behind the name.
exactly.
The name's one thing, and then you have to rubber stamp it. You
Yeah,
know?
because in reality, I literally just put my favorite letters together, and then I gave it a meaning after years of struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the mask is just a representation of Último Dragón. There's a little symbolism within my mask that if you know, you know. And then also Lismark was a big fan, so that's where I got that from. But yeah, it's all just paying homage to the people that inspired me to do this.
Nice. You've never wrestled mask for mask.
No, because I feel that the day I do that, it needs to be more real.
Serious business.
It needs to be real.
Yeah.
It needs to be something that they gotta earn. It needs to be something that I gotta fight for, and they gotta win.
Nice. It's something you would do, or it's not even in.
I can't even say, because sometimes the story deserves it.
Sure.
You know, sometimes the story it's calling for it.
You could say no, and then you're like, fuck. You know what this? I know exactly what this needs right now.
Yeah, I
You know?
mean, I love this art. I love, and it's given me more than I could ever ask for, and I don't owe it anything. So if that opportunity or that necessity ever presents itself and it's worth it, then I would put it in the line. But like I said, it has to be a fight, and I know how to fight.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. So I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. And then, so I'm in my roommate's car, and he has a little figurine of Vegeta.
Oh, nice.
And I go, and he was like, he's like, oh, and I go, I don't know who that is, you know. I go, I know that's the dude from Dragon Ball Z, but I don't know who that is. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. And then he was like, oh, it's fucking guy. And I go, tell me, like I go, because we were driving to a show like 3 hours. We had a long ass drive, and I was like, tell me, like, you know, I would love to hear about shit you like, you know. And he was like, all right. So he tells you about Vegeta. So he's like, there's like 9 seasons. It's like, all right. So he's like, and I was like, all right, well, let's start. He was like, I don't know where to start. I said, start at the beginning. It's like, all right. So he tells me about Vegeta, about Goku, about his son, about all this shit. We talk for 45 minutes. And I go, how far along are we? What season are we in? And he goes, dude, we're still in episode 1. You know, like,
dude, Vegeta, this is why I love wrestling. Vegeta is the rudo that became a técnico.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the way of life, you know, step. It's the experiences that we go in life that develop what we become at the end. And he is one of those. He was the biggest rudo in the world that became one of the biggest técnico without wanting to be a técnico, you know? You know, Goku's power is just so strong and positivity so strong that he gravitated towards that section, and then he became saving the world. It's the beauty of that, you know. That's what inspired me to do this in wrestling.
Hell yeah.
And you are
I'm a people's champion.
Oh, shit.
I do what I do in the ring. If they want to cheer, they cheer. They want to boo because I'm beating up their favorite, then they could boo. But at the end of the day, I come up with a big old smile on my face.
So there's you don't go either way.
Let's just say that I've been doing this for so long that I got to do what I love.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been pleasing the fans for a little while. I've been pleasing the students for a little while. Now I got to do what I love, and I like to
Beat up on everybody.
I love that. Yeah.
Nice.
Equal opportunity.
Heck yeah.
That's why he's gonna win in that #1 contendership.
I need that Lucha Goth House belt around my waist.
Yeah.
That's the main event, right? Bad Dude Tito and Mecha Wolf for fucking wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, but God Lucha's full of surprises. That's the beauty of it too, man. Like you're expecting that banger of a main event, and
I might come out from underneath the fucking ring and hit Bad Dude Tito with a fucking chair.
Brother, big Bad Dude Tito, you need like a forklift to hit him with. That guy's huge.
Fuck it.
He actually called in yesterday. He's really good friends with Kat from Casa de Brujas. So she challenged him to a fight. While Zach has been challenging Bad Dude Tito for the last couple months. He's been hitting him up and calling him out. So Bad Dude Tito knows of all the challengers coming his way.
Man, this is dude's business.
Hey, this is no challenge. I'm just going to smack him with a chair. I ain't trying to wrestle the guy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to fight. I'm just going to hit you with this chair.
Yeah,
That's it.
and run.
All I know is I tried that once, and then all of a sudden I got suplexed into the next ring. So yeah, Big Bad Tito, yeah, he's a handful.
I think you should probably hit him with the
ring belt?
With the ring belt.
Don't do it.
It is a little heavier.
That thing is so much louder than you think it is. Oh, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
The first time I grabbed it, I was like, oh, whop! And it was like, oh! It was like shooting a gun in a car. Like, I was like, oh, that was way louder than I thought it was going to be.
Is there anything in Lucha Libre wrestling that you would like to still accomplish, or are you satisfied to this point on what you've accomplished and what you've done?
I mean, I guess because I'm towards the end of my career, I'm satisfied with what I've received because I expected nothing. I mean, like I said, I grew up with nothing, so this has allowed me to travel within the states. You know, visit states that I've never expected to visit, and all based off the sacrifice I've done for Lucha Libre. I've gone to visit other countries. You know, I've been very fortunate with the sacrifice I've done in order to prepare myself and taking all the opportunities I've given. That I've been around the world, around the states. Wrestled my idols, and my idols not just in American style, not just in Lucha Libre, but also in Japan. So right now, honestly, my next goal is to give back. Like I do teachings, so I share all my knowledge with the next generation, and pretty much, yeah, like when I retire, my goal would be to sit back, enjoy watching this sport in Southern California, and just know that it's still great. Because I mean, like my teachers gave me everything they had in them. I want to do that to my students now.
Yeah, I remember we had little Cholo, and I wasn't here, but I called in, and I had asked him about like seeing everyone that came out of where he was started over here at the Santa Ana at the Galaxy.
UPW.
UPW, man.
It was, seeing Samoan Joe and everything, and then, and he didn't get that opportunity to go to that far, but now he was a teacher. And I said, sometimes that's what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because without the teacher, there won't be no future. You know what I'm saying? And so it was cool to hear his story.
And also, and not to speak for you, but when you love something like that, the question is, what can I do? How can I help? Like, what do you need from me? And like, if wrestling's telling you, I want you to be a teacher, I want you to give to the next generation, it's like, well, that's what I'm here for then. I feel the same way about tattooing. I feel the same way about stand-up, where it's like, I'm here, what do you need from me? Like, I'm not here to take, I'm here to give. Like, what do you need from me? Because it requires everything.
Yeah, and I remember those days where I was hungry, and it was hard to be taught. Because back then there wasn't many places to go train, and if you found a place, it was way out of your budget.
Sure.
I used to collect cans in order to pay for my lucha libre training. I used to drive to sell oranges off the side of the freeway in order just to pay for my lucha libre training, even though it was only a little bit. But I just, I had a job and I still had to do that. But it was, like you said, now you realize how hard it was to get all that knowledge. So when you have an opportunity to give it back to someone who has that same passion and drive that you had when you started, man, to me, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And I'm excited to see them debut and all that, so it's awesome.
You know what? It's great to hear something like that from someone like you that has had success. To hear someone like you say, hey, you know what? I had to sell oranges. I had to collect cans. Because there's too many people out there that are always wanting something, but not willing to put in the work to get that something. And to know that you weren't, I'm too good to sell oranges. I'm too good to collect cans. Like, sometimes those are the things we need to do to make it. And it's always good to hear those kind of things because, again, like I said, there's too many people that are like, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to know that the struggle is real and there's a solution, but are you willing to take that solution and make it a reality?
Yeah,
You know
and when you're a nobody, man, that has no effect on you. You don't feel any way about it other than you're gonna go train. That's a privilege and an honor to step into a wrestling ring and somebody willing to give you their secrets. Man, I'll sell oranges any time of the week. I'll peanuts, whatever it is you need me to. Just give me that honor of stepping in the ring. Hell yeah, man.
What you got to sell, man? I'll sell it all.
Chiclets, peanuts.
Hell yeah. I mean, look at when you go to look. Another beautiful thing about just sticking in this business a lot is the friendships you make, Like I'm a good friend of Rey Fenix, and knowing his origin story as well. Him and his brother used to sell masks outside of the Arena Mexico. Not even able to go watch the shows. They used to sell it. They were such fans, and that was their way to try to get in until an opportunity presented itself. They came out of like the hood of Mexico as well. So, like there's a lot of stories like that that people that just don't give up.
Even just a few years ago with Phoenix, like I don't know where I saw the documentary where it was about him trying to get his visa straightened out, and trying to get into the country. And it was like it has to be so frustrating to know that all he had to do was get here and he had a job. Like there was two companies ready to hire this fool. And it's like, you got to get to the States though. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying. You're like, oh.
And then you're growing up in an area where education is not the most important thing, For me, I was the first person to graduate from high school in my family. And I only graduated because, I was sentenced by my parents. Like, if you don't graduate, man, you're out. And I was a baseball player, so they said if you don't get good grades, you're out of the team. So that was kind of like the motivation, but I had no other motivation because my parents only went to, I believe it was 4th grade of school. Then they had to work because they lived in Mexico, so they couldn't even help me. They couldn't even help me understand why I needed to stay in school, other than so you don't do what we do. you know? And so, yeah, like
I don't know why. I just know you're supposed to. All right,
exactly.
Stay in school.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't want you struggling the same way they did, you
Yeah.
know, and that's something all parents want for their kids. So yeah, no, I took this, and I know that this is a privilege for me to still be doing this. I mean, you know, it hurts, but goddamn, man, it's hard to quit.
Yeah.
That
hard to
hurt
quit.
feels good.
That endorphin release when the crowd is just cheering for you after they're raising up your hand after the 1, 2, 3, man, that's. I wish I could explain it.
To me, it's like with wrestling specifically. It's you're making them do what you want them to do. Like you and the person, it's like, watch this. Watch what we make them do right now. And then you take the crowd through this fucking thing. And as much as it's cool that you got the adulation from where, it's more than that. This didn't just happen. We did this to you. Like, I made you do this. All the shit that happened, we made you do that. You know, like all the times that you booed, we meant for you to do that. All the things that happened, that's what we meant for to happen. At the end, we got what we wanted. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing, because you, like, as you're an artist as well with the comedy, like, you understand the setups. You understand when you want to give the punchline, when you're waiting for that audience to do it so that you get the longer laugh.
Sure.
And that's what we do, like, when we're setting up that double down. We're like, we're going to do it right when this happens, because as soon as we go down, we're going to let this ride, and then we're going to let the crowd want us to get, you know, like, it's a feeling. And when everything is working in place, oh, God, I mean, you know, like Leonardo da Vinci is my favorite artist of all time because of all the layering that he puts in all his work. It's what I strive to be, a minuscule version of that, you know, as an artist in the ring. But yeah, like exactly how you're saying, like, we conducted this audience.
I did. We came out here, we wrote a song.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
we came out here, we wrote a song in front of you, and you fucking, like, it is like, it's such a beautiful art form. Like, it just, and I know not a lot, everything gets called in the ring before and now, but that part of it, it's like two dudes that don't even speak the same language. It's like, we're gonna walk out here and all we know is the end, and the rest we're just gonna like, we'll get there, you know. And you go, and it's just what. And then you fucking do all this. It's like, oh, it's the best.
No, it's amazing. It's the payback for all that time. You know, your girlfriend, your parents were like, "What are you doing with your life? This is a waste of time. You're coming home limping after every match. You know, sometimes I see staples on your head. You know, like, what? Wait, you need surgery? Oh my goodness. You know, like, you know, it comes with a price, but." You could just never trade that feeling off for anything.
And it's like, not even all the stuff that hurts the most is what gets the biggest reactions. You know, like, well, like one of my favorite dudes ever, and he was like such a shithead. Two dudes, Larry Zbyszko and Iron Mike Sharp, where they would start matches by not starting the match. Like, they would refuse to, like, engage and walk around the, like, go to shake hands and then walk and take a powder and walk around the ring and come in and stretch and get ready to go and then get back out. And by the time they even just got punched one time, the crowd was ready to kill and just, when it finally happens, one punch, the whole place comes unglued. It's like, man.
He put a spell on them, man. He caught them in that magic. It's the beauty. And you see, I've been doing this for a long time, and I love watching wrestling when I get caught up like that. Because I know it, but I love to get caught up because I'm such a big nerd. I love it. So, I still pop the same way you're explaining it. I love it.
They can still get you.
Yes.
You know?
I could watch old wrestling that I've seen already 3 times. But I watch Eddie Guerrero matches about 10 times in a row, and every time I'm still caught up in the magic.
Nice.
I'm studying it, and then I forget to study because I'm caught up. It's awesome.
Go ahead.
I would say you talked a little while ago about being closer to the end of the career. Do you know a time frame, or do you just think your body's going to be able to tell you, or do you think you're just going to keep going whatever your mind tells you? Like,
man, I've been asking myself this question every time I get out the shower at 3 a.m. after training. You know, like, I say, how long am I going to hold up? But honestly, I think the audience will let me know.
Okay.
I think when I'm not doing a good job to where they're not enjoying what I'm doing,
Sure.
and I'm possibly not providing the entertainment, I think that's when I'll know that it's time. Or unless, you know, it just hurts way too much.
Sure.
There's stem cells now, though.
Or, and you could, like, what you see, especially in lucha, when you see the older dudes that learn how to work like an old guy, and it's like, I'm not doing all this shit anymore, but these will still love me. Like, you could still, it's like it reminds me of sex. Is the only comparison that I have. Is like when you're a young guy, you want to do all this crazy shit and do all the moves and do all the fucking go crazy. I'm gonna show you all the things I can do and all the look at all the stuff. And then you get old and it's like, you know what? I got like 5 things, but I'm the best at those 5 things. You can't tell me shit about those 5 things. And if you can do those 5 things until you're 60, fucking keep doing it.
No, that's like the perfect way to explain it. Pick what you do great and get that pop. No, it's exactly it, you know, like, because that's the thing. That's the thing about wrestling. Wrestling hasn't stopped evolving since it started. It's the people that stop evolving. But some of the old timers that are still relevant right now is because they're evolving with the times. So they're just knowing how to work what they need to work and let the young guys try to do all these positions, man, that get you tired and sometimes give no payoff.
Go for it.
Yeah, man. No. We got our 3 good ones and bam, we get a round of applause. Hell yeah.
That's why Chris Jericho's going to be around forever.
You know, I mean, they all, that's how you do it, man.
It's just Jericho's fake abs, man. That's what makes him look good.
I know, he was like fat and then now he has abs, but he's still like...
he was fat and now he's fat with abs.
Yeah.
He got the De La Hoya abs.
Yeah.
You got the Drake abs? That's what it did?
I go almost every year to the Jericho cruise, so seeing all that shit on a boat, I never thought for a million years, like, God, there's going to be wrestling in the fucking middle of the ocean, but god damn, do they throw down those some of the funnest matches, and I get to see Jericho still fucking wrestle all fat with his fat abs, and see him get all winded when he's up on stage. Love me some
Jericho's
Jericho.
a great talent, man. He's a great talent.
Love me some Jericho. We can do less of all 10,000 of his bands on one boat. Just saying. That's my only complaint every year.
Look, if I had a boat and it was my cruise, I don't even have a band, and I would have like 6 bands. Every show would be me somehow. So you leave Chris Jericho alone.
I mean, he is Canadian's national treasure. Absolutely, 100%. I think my favorite fucking thing ever. It was the second.
Right there?
It was the second cruise that he had done. It was my first one because I missed the first one. And we were in the last band of the night, last band of the fucking cruise. And this dude fucking is rock and roll. I'm checking out the fucking band. And then all of a sudden, Chris Jericho comes out fucking drunk and we're just singing along to the song. And he's just like, what the fuck?
He's hammered in that picture.
He's fucked up.
In both those pictures that you have up there with him, he is fucking hammered.
Look at that.
He's got that cool Winnipeg drunk face. And then the other one up there where he's like screaming where you guys are singing together. Equally as hilarious.
Look at that. Yeah, he was pretty fucked up. He's like, how do you know this song? Like, bro, I've been jamming to this since like 86.
How do you know this song? You don't get to know this song. I'm Chris Jericho.
So most of the bands on that particular cruise, they'll do a couple sets. They just don't play one time. They'll play maybe 2 or 3 times, 4 times throughout the whole fucking thing. So the first time that I heard the band, I was already in my room. This is already like midnight or whatever. I'm tired as fuck. And we were close to the center. I don't know what stage that is, but in the middle of the boat, there's this fucking, as soon as you walk in, fucking stage right there. And I hear the song playing, I'm like, oh fuck, that sounds like I forgot the name of the band that they used, but it was on the album. They couldn't use their real band name because it sounded bad, but it was Kick Axe.
Oh sure, yeah.
But it sounded like too much like Kick Ass, so they couldn't have that on the cartoon album. So they were credited as fuck. I can't remember something else. So I'm hearing this song. I'm like, what? No way is this song being played.
Like, I know this.
Yeah. I got dressed. I went down, and then I come to find out that the actual band who performed that song is on the boat with me, and I'm just like, what the flying fuck?
And only you and Chris Jericho care. No one else gave a fuck.
Okay, so the first day there was a handful of people there. I'm just like, all right, fuck yeah, like we're rocking and rolling. I don't know if they knew who the band or not.
Yeah,
they were just saying, dude, it's 12 o'clock. We're in the middle of the boat. There's nothing else to do. We're gonna go check this fucking band out. But at the end of the day, it's kind of the same shit because it's the last thing to do on the boat before we get off. Before fucking that sad fucking walk off and everyone was there jamming out. All the wrestlers come out. Everyone is hanging out there. It's just like it's the fucking spot to be on the very fucking last night, getting all fucked up and doing all kinds of crazy shit. But But yeah, man, fucking Jericho all drunk or singing along to some fucking kick-axe. Kick-axe.
Hey, man, I give it up for Jericho for doing something like that because that's how big wrestling community's grown, that you could actually do something like that and sell it out.
Definitely a traveling show because you got to travel to your ass to Florida for those who live not in Florida, and they always let people know like what countries, how many people are coming, and this is definitely worldwide where he gets people from everywhere to come down to these boats for sure.
That's so cool.
Couple thousand fucking people, man. We need to get Zokre at one of these matches, man.
I know, man. What's up, Jericho?
After he wins the Battle Royal on Saturday.
That'll give me the recognition. That'll give me the shine.
Is there anyone that you'd like to wrestle that you haven't wrestled?
That I haven't wrestled, honestly. Okay, so this is the thing now. I've been fortunate enough to have checked out a bunch of names, but I feel that in this part of my career, I want to wrestle the new guys.
Oh, the new guys.
Because I feel they're gonna be the big guys next.
Yeah.
So I want to just make sure I wrestle everyone that's young, and just. I guess you could say like feel the next generation, how they're gonna move on, because when I'm chilling, they're gonna be the ones on the top, that I'm gonna be cheering for. I hope it's a lot of Southern California wrestling, but yeah. Like all the new guys is what I really want to wrestle. They're a little fast, so I gotta work a little hard, but goddamn, they're fun, man.
Okay, slow down, man.
That's why you gotta treat them a little extra special at the workouts. You know what I mean? Make sure they're not as quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, with age comes wisdom, man. You don't have the speed, but you have the knowledge how to convince them to, or how to manipulate them to slow down. But no, that's the best thing. Technique always.
So are there any names you can give us that we should be looking out for, new on the horizon, some new cats, that should be hitting some big indie shows, or some no names that we should be knowing the names of?
Yeah, I mean, even Goth Lucha is going to have some of the new talents that are coming out of Southern California right now, like Carm. She's somebody that's been working her butt off. I'm there to see it, firsthand. And Kid Destino, who's in the Rumble. Another guy who's like been putting in a bunch of work, getting a bunch of great responses in every one of his matches. The guys from Mexicali, Kamikaze, Skyber. So, that's the beauty about working with Mario and Goth Lucha. He lets me put a little bit of a spotlight on all these hardworking individuals that are local, that don't get to always be seen where they deserve. So yeah, these are the type of guys, the ladies and men, that we're gonna be looking for in the future.
Getting booked at the beginning sucks, it's like getting booked, man.
Getting booked and getting paid.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting booked sometimes,
100%.
Because you'll do it for free, but getting respected the way, and that's why. Like I said, working with Mario with this thing is a great thing, because we're respecting everybody. I don't care if you've been doing this for 2 days or 100 days. I respect everybody, so we're all treated with respect, because the show does not succeed without its hard workers that go behind it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Between the wrestling to the musical acts
absolutely.
To the dark art performances, to the go-go's, to everything, the DJs, everything, everyone put together, everyone's passionate about what it is that they're doing. They're bringing their A game, and they come out here. He just mentioned some new people coming out from Mexicali, so we got a handful of cats coming from that way. We got the 420 brothers making their Lucha Goth House
the 420
debut.
brothers.
420 brothers. So all the way from Mexicali. We had them at the last Rumble, not under 420, just keep it PG for the family, but yeah, they were there. They're incredible, man. They're high flyers, they're fast movers, and they're bringing that fucking Mexicali style with them.
Just wait and see.
Just wait,
Just wait and see every Tuesday night, the West Coast Poplock Podcast, and an occasional Monday. We want to thank Zokre for coming in today and talking Lucha Libre. And I have one thing to say to Bad Dude Tito. You don't want to win Saturday, because then you have to face me.
Damn.
Bad Dude Tito.
He's got the belt.
I don't care how bad you think you are. You only smell bad, brother.
Oh, my God.
Understand.
It smells bad.
I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of.
That was good. That was fucking.
I like how that turned on as soon as he put on the fucking belt.
Oh, yeah,
it just flowed out.
Come on.
Jeez.
It's like the curtains opening up.
Thank you. But it's because you're here. You inspired it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming out and sharing your story, Lucha Libre. It is amazing. We've gone to TJ a few times and experienced it there, and it is a whole different thing if you guys can make it out to Crash or anyone that's doing it in TJ, it's a whole different experience, man.
No,
And it's
absolutely.
amazing. And what you guys do for Lucha Goth House, for Michelada Rumble, for Santa Anita, for wherever you guys are doing it, it's a great time. The people love it. It's amazing. It's fun. And thank you for all the hard work you put in and the time that you put in just to entertain us. I appreciate that. And where can we find you, and what do you have coming up?
Oh man, so no, first of all, thank you so much for having me, man. For me to come and share a little bit of my story is great in front of your audience and good people like you guys. Yeah, I mean, Lucha Goth House is the place to be next Saturday. Catch me over there winning the Rumble, throwing Chess big old beefy ass over the top rope and having Vampirazo come and assist me. No, I'm going to be the next Lucha Goth House champion after I win that Rumble. So catch me on Saturday. Ooh. And after that, man, just follow me on my social media. You know, I'm running that Republic of Lucha store in Pasadena. Mi Rey Fenix repping Lucha Libre throughout the community. So first of all, honestly, thank you for having me.
Of course.
This is awesome, man. Putting Lucha Libre on a stage like this for somebody like me to share this story is awesome. Hopefully somebody out there listening got, a little inspiration and gets to try to chase a dream that maybe felt too far out for them. So, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And that's what we always try to do. We're all dreamers here, and we've all had dreams that we've dreamt and we've accomplished and are continuing to dream and continuing to do that. And guys like you coming on the show inspire us to continue to do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? So thank you as well for setting the path and showing us that, hey, there's a way and there's a will, but you have to be willing to make that effort.
Because when there's a will, there's a way, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And real quick, cheap plug. Mercado Wednesday, this Wednesday at the Republic of Lucha Instagram live stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. You know me, I'm going to be the host. I'm going to have special guests. Goth Lucha debutee, Karma will be there, Karma. So check it out on Wednesday. Buy some of the Republic of Lucha merch like this badass shirt I'm wearing. And see you there. But honestly, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Johnny?
This Saturday night, April 4th at Don Quixote.
There we go.
Oh, he's doing it.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Let's go, Mario.
Dark comic? Dark comedy?
Oh, we should do some dark comedy.
You should.
We've been beating it with a dead horse because it's coming up this week. And if you haven't got your tickets yet, just go to m81presents.com. Join the Lucha Magic. This is my love letter to wrestling and what I feel that wrestling could be and should be. I decided to kind of do my own version of it. So Zokre has been there helping me from day one to help me carry out the vision, to get the vibe going. It's been something super fun and passionate that I've been doing, and I look forward to be putting on as many matches as possible, and the goals is to fucking put this bitch on some fucking wheels and take it on the road.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully to a neighboring city or state.
Have those fucking Brujas cast a spell.
You are cursed. So join us this Saturday, and on that gothy vibe, for all my people on La Isla de Puerto Rico. I just came back. It's fucking hot out there. Returning to the island on April 25th and 26th. We're Goth-O-Rico. So
Goth-O-Rico.
Bringing a lot of friends, and we're gonna invade the island for 2 days and bring some fucking sad boy music out there. It's gonna be good.
Sad Buddy's going to be there.
It's gonna be dark. Caribbean
Sad
dark.
Buddy, not Bad Buddy. Sad Buddy. Get it?
Sad Buddy.
Get it?
Buddy.
Sad Buddy.
We will see you this Saturday, Lucha Goth House.
Yeah.
That's right.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Poplock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop up.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been on the show like twice.
Well, someone just